A series of key infrastructure projects break ground and come into operation simultaneously in Nghệ An.
Kremlin envoy set to visit the United States for talks on Ukraine peace plan.
China to send Asia envoy to Cambodia and Thailand to mediate bilateral tensions.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yến, and here we go, the first step of the show. This morning, Nghệ An province just witnessed a series of major events, including the inauguration and commissioning of large-scale projects, as well as the groundbreaking of key transport routes, underscoring strong momentum to accelerate infrastructure investment and drive socio-economic development in new phase.
In Tam Hop Commune, the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment, in coordination with the Nghe An Provincial People's Committee, held an inauguration ceremony for the Phase 1 headworks of the Ban Mong Reservoir project. Launched in 2010 with a total investment of VND 5.552 trillion, the project plays a vital role in ensuring water security, irrigating nearly 19,000 hectares of farmland, supplying dry season water to the CA River, and supporting hydropower generation, aquaculture, and flood mitigation for the downstream Hayu River area. The commencement of operations and water impoundment at an elevation of plus 71.86 meters is considered well aligned with practical conditions, laying a foundation for sustainable development in Western Nghe An. Also this morning, the Ministry of Construction and the Railway Project Management Board broke ground on the project to complete the Tan Vu Tunnel along the Eastern North-South Expressway. Spanning approximately 8.2 kilometers with a total investment of more than VND 2.07 trillion, the 6-lane project will be equipped with modern intelligent transport systems and is scheduled for completion and operation in the second quarter of 2027, helping ease congestion and enhance the efficiency of the Dien Chau by Vot Expressway. On the same day, Vinh International Airport officially resumed operations after more than 5 months of suspension, while projects to rehabilitate the runway and taxiways and upgrade the domestic passenger terminal were inaugurated, boosting service capacity and meeting long-term development needs of Nghe An province in the north-central region.
A Russian special envoy is expected to travel to Miami, U.S. in the coming days to discuss a U.S. proposed peace plan aimed at ending the conflict in Ukraine, as the President Donald Trump's administration steps up diplomatic efforts to explore a potential settlement.
According to international sources, the visit, if it goes ahead, will focus on exploring the possibility of reopening direct dialogue channels between Russia and the United States on the Ukraine conflict, as well as discussing the conditions required for a sustainable peace process. The move is seen as one of the rare high-level diplomatic efforts at a time when Russia-U.S. relations remain deeply strained. Preparations for a Kremlin special envoy to travel to the United States are viewed as a signal that both sides are increasingly aware of the risks posed by a protracted conflict, which has inflicted heavy costs not only on Ukraine, but also on regional security and the global economy. Analysts, however, remain cautious, noting that the gap between Russian and U.S. positions remains wide and unlikely to be bridged in the near term. Regardless of the outcome, the diplomatic initiative is widely regarded as an important exploratory step, reflecting a growing need to seek a political exit from one of the most severe crises Europe has faced in decades.
China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced that it will dispatch its special envoy for Asian affairs to Cambodia and Thailand to mediate tensions between the two countries.
Accordingly, Deng Xijun, the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs Special Envoy for Asian Affairs, is scheduled to visit Cambodia and Thailand on December 18th to serve as a bridge between the two sides and help restore peace at an early date. Responding to reports that the Thai military had seized a number of Cambodian weapons, including Chinese-made anti-tank missiles and recoilless rifles. A spokesperson for China's foreign ministry said China maintains long-standing defense cooperation with both countries, which is not directed at any third party and has no connection to the ongoing conflict. Clashes between Cambodia and Thailand erupted on December 7th, when troops from both sides exchanged gunfire along a disputed border area. In the days that followed, the two countries employed heavy weapons, including F-16 fighter jets and multiple rocket launchers, to strike targets along the contested frontier.
Upcoming are some updated news.
The Ministry of Health is drafting a voluntary supplementary health insurance policy aimed at improving access to higher quality medical services and reducing out-of-pocket spending on healthcare. The initial draft proposes 4 benefit packages: coverage for co-payments under mandatory health insurance, payment for services outside the standard benefits package or on a fee-for-service basis, coverage for catastrophic and high-cost illnesses, and tailor-made packages agreed upon between policyholders and service providers. According to the ministry's leadership, the current health insurance benefits are relatively comprehensive compared with contribution levels, but do not fully meet the needs of middle and high-income groups. The new scheme is expected to provide an additional financial instrument, contributing to a more sustainable and equitable healthcare system.
The sunflower field operated by TH Group in Nke Commune, Nghe An Province, officially opened to visitors on December 16th, attracting large numbers of tourists from both within and outside the province. This year, TH Group planted sunflowers at the C10 field, located opposite the area between Dairy Farm Number 1 and Number 3, creating a spacious and open setting that is convenient for sightseeing and photography. In addition to allowing free public access, TH Group has arranged appropriate service points and safety measures for visitors. The sunflowers are expected to reach full bloom and retain their vibrant appearance through the New Year holiday, providing favorable conditions for short trips, particularly on weekends and during the year-end festive period.
Immediately after Vietnam's U-22 team defeated Thailand in the men's football final of the 33rd SEA Games last night, celebrations erupted nationwide. From major cities to rural areas, fans poured into the streets, unable to contain their pride and joy after a tense 120-minute match. In central streets, thousands of people on motorbikes formed long convoys, cheering and chanting "Vietnam champions," as roads were awash in red national flags and the blare of horns. The scenes captured a powerful surge of patriotism and sporting passion. More than a victory in a single match, the triumph became a moment of national unity, igniting pride in Vietnam's sporting strength and collective spirit.
Amid mounting challenges facing the global economy, tapping into domestic purchasing power is increasingly emerging as the pillar of sustainable growth for many countries. With growth targets rising, businesses are stepping up efforts to harness the potential of domestic markets, stimulating production and boosting consumption. More in the story today.
Alongside a network of 376 traditional markets, Nghệ An has recently seen a rapid expansion of modern retail outlets. This proactive development by businesses has created a dual boost for the consumer market, improving household purchasing power and encouraging a shift toward products associated with sustainability values. Many items were not initially on her shopping list, but the presence of new Vietnamese-made products prompted her to try them, citing appealing designs, packaging, clear origins, and good quality. This is a positive signal, demonstrating that the domestic market holds significant potential to support economic growth if businesses can truly meet consumer expectations. According to statistics, total retail sales of goods and consumer services in Nghe An reached nearly VND 145 trillion in the first 10 months of 2025, up 14.46% year-on-year. With the year-end peak shopping season approaching, the figure is expected to rise further, underscoring the vast growth potential of the domestic consumer market in driving production and consumption.
Hàng nó phải có giá hấp dẫn.
Supply must be abundant, with competitively priced products of strong quality and designs suited to consumer needs. He also stressed the importance of trade promotion activities, investment, fairs, electronic payments, and stronger value chain linkages.
To boost domestic trade and fully tap into the market of more than 3.5 million people, the Provincial People's Committee has issued a plan to continue implementing the strategy on domestic trade development through 2030, with a vision to 2045. The move provides an important policy framework to support economic growth and gradually position Nghệ An as a trade and logistics hub for the North Central region.
The last story to send it our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.